up everybody, welcome back to another video. Good morning. This is the Himalayan 450 and I'm taking it on a very long spin. So I'm riding to SAKLESHPUR. The time right now is 6 a.m. Riding towards Nelmangla and then Hasan and then SAKLESHPUR. So that's the route that I'm taking. Okay, let's sit on the bike and then talk about this more. Alright, let's go. Oh, what? Really? Why does red look like orange? Alright, so the whole idea of this trip is to, kind of experience the Himalayan 450 being a 411 owner. And I just want to see, I'm kind of curious myself, I'm really interested to know about how this bike is compared to the 411, because I've taken the 411 to many places. I know how that bike works and how it feels and how long you can comfortably cruise on the highway. This bike's got crazy power. That's the first thing that you're gonna love being a Himalayan 411 owner, because we know how tiring it is to be cruising at 90, 100, 110 with all that stress on the engine. I don't see much vibrations on the mirror even though I'm cruising at almost 100, and these are not the best gloves to use in winter, but I only took these because I'm gonna be off-roading in SAKLESHPUR. We are in Nelmangla, boys. The cold is just making it worse for my boys. Alright, Kunigal, Hasan, Mangalore, let's go. Okay, that definitely was something. My hands are freezing. What? Is that just fog just being there? What? Wow. Wow. I think there must be some sort of water over there, and that's why there's a lot of fog. Either ways, you know what we're gonna do. We're gonna take some photo. So I've been to this road like I don't even know how many times, but I've been to this road so many times. But still, when I see stuff like this again and again, I kind of feel happy, Some people might get bored of this and they'll be like, yeah, I've seen this. No matter how many times I see, it's appealing to me and I find joy out of the smallest things. I think that's for the thumbnail shot. This is just amazing. I really like this bike, but there's something about the 411 that, so close to me and so appealing. 411 comes nowhere close to the power this has, but the 411 is good for the initial torque. On this bike, the 450, the torque only kicks in at 4,000, 3,500, something around that area, and that's where the actual power kicks in. This might be better in terms of features and stuff. The instrument cluster, for example, is better. The suspension is better. Maybe the overall quality on the 450 is better, but 411 is nothing less. Even though it had quality issues, we used to use that around all terrains. It just goes everywhere. Having the 450 will give you an advantage of keeping up with these boys, which we never used to do in the 411. Oh yeah, look at that. He's gonna go, but I'm gonna go before that. I think I remember this place from the monsoon ride of 2021, I suppose. So it's the same place. We had food over here, and we're gonna have food over here again. What do you guys think about the exhaust note? I don't know, I have mixed feelings about the exhaust, not gonna lie. I do not entirely like it, but I think it works. It's okay. Oh, my hands are so cold. Oh. I can't feel it. Alright, so I'll see you guys after the breakfast. I think I'll probably have another 50 kilometers to go. That's gonna take me 1 hour. I don't know. I think straight. Okay. This should be one. It's it's towards Bangalore. So the windshield of the Himalayan 450 is not really doing anything, to be honest. I do not know what is the purpose of this. I'm kind of experiencing a lot of wind blast, and I think it's kind of evident in the video as well. The audio gets noisy, and that tick 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 noise, I mean, it's definitely lower than my helmet. One thing is sure, that this bike can munch kilometers and you wouldn't even realize. It's only because of the pace, you know. Alright, so the Himalayan 450, 40 bhp and 40 Nm of torque. Suspension is so much better than the 411. I feel like the engine and the suspension is hands down the best upgrade that the Himalayan's got. Initially I was not really a fan of the design, but then as I see it online on social medias, all the influencers, photos and everything, then I started liking it. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. Once I saw it in real life, I was like, oh, okay, that's actually pretty cool. Okay, when I got this bike to ride, I was not really excited in the beginning, but right now riding it and getting to know how this bike feels, how nimble and how well balanced this motorcycle is, I'm kind of so much into this right now. If the bike performs well, then I'm also attracted to its looks. One thing about this bike that I think should have been better is probably the cockpit section, that is the head section, because everything else looks amazing and big, but this front section is really small. Don't get me wrong, the instrument cluster looks absolutely pretty. It works accurately. If the cluster was a bit bulkier, and if there was a better windscreen and a whole better design for this front area, then I think I would have been very much into this. But this is okay. I feel like there's a lot of empty space around, and they just made this part of the bike, and then in the end they just put this part right there. That's what I feel like, but no complaints. I like it. It's kind of growing on me. Again, looking from the front, you see how small that is. I think a bigger windshield will fix that issue, definitely. Coming to the rear section of the bike, there's no taillight. Taillight is kind of incorporated with the indicators, and everything else is pretty much new. By the way, this part is actually plastic, whereas in the 411 it is metal. The kickstand looks really different. It's really big, to be honest, and it makes the bike lean a lot towards the left. Some people might find it hard to bring it to the normal position. That's a thing that I noticed, because at times even I felt that. So I picked up this bike yesterday, and I've already ridden about 300 kilometers. Ergonomically, I don't feel any issues with this bike. The only thing that I would want to change, probably add a new handlebar, a higher handlebar. I need my hands to be over here, then it's good, or maybe even higher. So this seems to be pretty low for me. Or you can add handlebar raisers, that works as well. To be honest, this being a stock bike, I'm pretty comfortable on it. Talking about the ergonomics, the seat is comfortable as well. My bum is pretty safe and happy. I think this is the route, I'm not sure. Let's just go. Feels good on the curves. Alright, okay. This is exactly where I miss my Nora with the exhaust, man. A good exhaust note on this bike would be a cherry on top, for sure. I can't hear the rev matches. I just can't hear anything. It's just so bland. But trust me, the suspension is crazy. I think it's definitely better than the 411, for sure. It just glides through all of these, man.